Good morning. So, weather update, a bit misty, cloudy, but no rain. So, just thought should give you an update. Bike is almost about 5,000 now. Now, I was thinking of changing the oil, but the good thing is the engine is just kind of feeling very free-ish now, and everything seems good to go. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna wait till 6,000 kilometers. So, I know the service manual and the user manual say 10,000 kilometers or 8,000 miles, whatever, and the month wise. So, the bike is about 50 days now. So, yeah, everything good to go. We'll see. Might service it around 6,000, 6,500. The usual stuff. We'll keep you updated. We'll record. Trying to keep it short. And we'll post 2 videos if needed. But anyways, so getting back to the crash bit, if you have seen that video. Leg is okay. Everything is good. There are just few abrasions. I think that was because of the skin getting, scraped with the inner of the boots. I was not wearing very tall socks, so yeah, that was the only damage. There was some pain the next morning when I woke up. I had a slight limp in the walk, but yeah, the next morning it was okay. So this is the third day, and feeling very no pain while walking, but yeah, if I touch it, I feel some tenderness. Sorry. So yeah, that is good to go. And I did some analysis, as is a good practice as well, to actually try and understand what happened. I did post the video of what exactly happened. Now, before I get to that, this is one thing that I wanted to discuss. I thought I'll be talking about that in the in my impression of the bike. But yeah, I'm just gonna talk about one thing today, which is if you're a rider who is coming up from, say, 16 or 17-inch tires, so the sports bike as such, they do have 17 inches. The first difference that you should get used to is that a 21-inch tire takes a bit more of input and time to turn directions. So do remember that, and that is why running in comes in handy, because you are riding the bike slow for the proper running in of the engine, but also letting yourself getting accustomed to the handling attributes at slower speeds. So that was one thing that I noticed whenever I was in traffic and I was trying to change lanes. It did take some time, and I was like, whoa, 17-inch tires won't do that. A misshift, that happens. So that is one thing that one should be wary about. So please take that into notice if you're a prospective buyer, and please tell me if you already own one, and what are your thoughts on that. Now, I have owned 2 Enfields in the past. They come with a 19-inch front. 17 and 19, 17 on sports bike, like say KTM RC 390 or Sports Tourer, mid-segment CBR 250s, they also come with 17-inch. And swapping between those bikes and Enfields with 19-inch front was not that big a deal. Never noticed that. But on this one, my goodness, you feel that yeah, maybe I should have turned in a bit earlier, or maybe I should just take it slow. Changing lanes and fast maneuvering on a 19. This is my first bike with a 21-incher. So yeah, still kind of getting used to that, and that brings me to the point of the misadventure that I had. So as I had discussed, those two rocks that were put by local cops, I don't know who, to just inhibit the advances of four-wheelers, off-roaders, trucks, SUVs. I knew about them. I have been on that patch before as well, but this time usually I just take the right side and go straight. This time I realized that there was a bunch of branches which had thorns on them, so I thought, okay, that was just after crossing the first rock. I thought that, okay, turn left and maneuver the bike on the left of the second rock, and that is where things started to go a bit out of control, because I realized that I was a bit faster, should have been slower, and I missed out on the fact that the bike is gonna take some sweet time to maneuver. And while I was giving the input to the handlebar, I just realized that, okay, this is not enough, and for certain I am gonna hit my foot pegs on the rocks. So I panicked. I was already trail braking, so I did not brake. I panicked, and I was just on the edge. So I had two options: either to cross over to the grass portion, which would have led to a fall, or maybe would not have. But yeah, wet grass, while you are changing the direction, is again not a good idea. That would have most likely that would have ended in the same results. So that is exactly what happened. At the edge of the grass and that brown gravel sand that was wet, the bike just lost traction and I was off. So yeah, that was it. Lesson learned. Speed should have been okay. Should have taken into account that this is not gonna maneuver as hurriedly as a 17-incher. I don't think I would have had a problem on a 17-incher. Now 19-inchers do have their advantages when doing slight off-roading bit. Not extreme, never on Himalayan, but yeah. So that was it. So I just thought I should update you guys and share my analysis. Please let me know if you think there was some other mistake that I made. But yeah, other than that, I was impressed that okay, nothing happened and the bike did take it all in good stride. Just some scrape on the knuckle guards. The rest of the bike was resting on my shin and being wedged between the rock and the bike, so nothing bad on the bike. And yeah, I did that climb pretty well as well. It did not look that steep, but it was quite steep. It was quite a steep decline, and while coming back it was quite a steep incline. Just slipped in the clutch and it all went pretty nicely. So that was a confidence booster that I can do those kind of things in the future as well. As for the off-roading part, I have already loaded a video wherein I have scraped my side stand, that kind of portion that holds the spring. So I had put in that, I procured that Activa spring. That was doing the job, but it was slightly loose, but yeah, not a big deal. So now I did back order the spring and the stand at that time. I have bought them, they were in stock. So I've changed the spring, but I'm sticking with the side stand because it is good to go. The welding guy has done a decent job. I'm gonna post the comparison of how long the that bit, that thing that holds the spring is on the original one now. I'll share that in a different video. So just sort of updating what's going on. The one thing that again I thought I'll discuss in the impressions part is the ground clearance. I could have managed with 1 inch more of that, but we have what we have. For certain, your leg guards, sorry, not your leg guards, your full stand and side stand is gonna scrape if you are doing a fast bit of road. I did that twice. I have suffered with breaking of that bit. So yeah, that was it. Next up, we'll post some another videos on the weekend, and any other updates will keep you updated. So that's it for now. Rushing to office. Kudos. Ciao.